Gonna get back into it. So, I've gotten up pretty early in order to simply continue playing this game before I head to work. I don't normally get up earlier during a workday for a game, but I just didn't want to let this one be. And I hadn't gotten that far in my first one. At least I felt that way. I felt like I spent like 2 hours in the first building and the near neighborhood, and I haven't even checked on that corpse in the tree yet. I found it more interesting, apparently, and important to go to a bookstore. But here we are. Let's continue.
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Cage-like trinket. Really?
Excuse me, officer. The back room is strictly for employees only.
You're the only employee.
You see some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron assembled from bones, sticks, and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Fish head again.
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut before you.
Now please go back to
It's
browsing
behind
the
the
books.
curtains.
Don't you feel compelled to look at the books? The books are all you care about.
Oddly enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
I'm gonna pull them open.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits for the customers.
She's playing with the talisman again.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're done if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
Excuse me?
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
Right. Something about the curse, I suppose. I'll think about it for a while.
Thank you. Let's just talk about this first.
What are you, a coward? Think about the marvelous adventures waiting for us on the other side.
Good point.
Lies. Rip them open, we say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
I mean, Kim must think I guess I am insane.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and over. Crime fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation of the physical attributes of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers. These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon the officer's family. Detective fiction just doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
Oh no.
Dick Mullen on the job. Get Me Mullen. The Stalwart Adventures of Richard P. Mullen. Dick Mullen and the Murder in the Orchard. The Sordid Affair of Dick Mullen. A killing is declared who did it. Dick Mullen Farewell in the Murder House. Faking the final case be a common trope Mullen in the Mullen series. An obvious lie. The morbid tragedy called Dick Mullen. The Ordeal with Dick Mullen. And Dauntless Dick Mullen. The Dick Mullen's Funeral Pyre. The Murder of Dick Mullen. Farewell, my Mullen.
He dies?
Oh no. Turns out he faked it to solve a case. And, of course, Dick Mullen, the murderer. In order to catch a murderer, Dick Mullen must become the murderer.
I was hooked. I was hooked after, what was it, Dauntless Dick? Yeah.
Come on. This is not the way real police solve crimes. After all this, you still haven't found the answer to the one question that matters. Who is Dick Mullen?
Yeah, who is he?
Your quick eye notices a small caterpillar crawling across the spine of a book. The title reads, Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity.
What do we have here?
A worn paperback from Dick Mullen's classic Hard-Boiled Phase. The premise seems to be that Dick Mullen is framed for the murder of his best friend and has just a few days to prove his innocence.
Why does this speak to me?
Could it be the motifs of unstable identities and shocking betrayals?
I am a complicated guy full of contradictions.
Then this is the book for you.
Oh, of course it is. What's all this crime fiction storekeep?
Oh, crime, robberies, murders, even sexual crimes. We're fortunate to have Dick Mullen and his stories to sort all that out.
Yeah.
You're a police officer, apparently. You should buy all of these. They really do teach a person how to be a proper detective.
Thank you, slug lady. But I think I won't. Tome of Fascist Magic?
You see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine into the other.
For the record, don't shoot morphine into your eyeballs. Cocaine is fine, though.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse, though, but not too long. I'm sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing. Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce. I would say... The Greatest Innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
Innocentic? Look. Plaisance. I don't know why I keep asking you for recommendations, because I don't think we jive.
You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
Maybe we used to before all this happened.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things.
Great.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people.
Yeah, let's leave that behind. What's this?
Several maps have been attached to a bulletin board hidden inside the alcove. They're held up by small pins. The board has come loose from one corner. The maps look old and faded. Your eye catches a map of Insulinda.
Oh, can I get a map
of
here,
Revachol,
maybe?
and a map of Martinez.
I can buy them, maybe.
This large map displays archipelagos. You see a constellation of small dots on the light blue emptiness of the Insulindic Ocean. The largest in the northeast is La Caillou. You are here. Another, far away in the southwest, Seminese Islands, Ile de Fantôme.
Phantom Island? The island of the Phantom, I should say.
Ozon, Laurentide, Fas a la Mer, Archipelagos, North Arcade Islands, all just specks of dust on the vastness of the Insulindic. On the edges of the map, the color fades into a blur of dotted lines, black and white. In the northeast, a dust mite stands on the north coast of Caillou. In a bookstore, it's you.
Yeah, I'm a dust mite.
Radiating outwards from you, the suzerain Revachol. With a radius of 80 kilometers, still, the crown jewel of this Isola would be barely visible.
Why is Shivers the one that keeps telling me about my surroundings? Am I afraid of this city somehow, or is it just because that's what started telling me outside and now it keeps going? I like to think that most things in this game have a reason, if not all. Seems like they've thought about a lot of things when they've made their environments and everything as well, so I don't know, it feels like everything should have a reason. Shivers.
You can, on Caillou, Revachol, a single black star, on Ozone, Fondelaire, and Vimandu, on archipelagos, Croyan Moran, Villiers, on Semenine, Olduvai, and on Laurentide, Deora of the Seven Seas, lost little pearls of light, tiny fires in the dark. The ocean breaks apart into a tangle of cosines and azimuths, all pointing into pale nothingness. Windy is the north azimuth. Grad is the northeast azimuth. Samara is the east azimuth. Seol is the west azimuth. Isolas, they're called. Connections to other worlds, words past the Incelindian, unknown to you. You only know you've never been there. You have little idea what they are. Distant stars, gods, but looking at them makes you feel almost non-existent. Whatever they are, the Isolas are immeasurably large compared to you, and very, very far away. Perhaps they are gods, gods of distance and outer dust.
I love the little art pieces that are used to illustrate various parts of my brain, psyche, or concepts. I don't know, I think they're really well made. There was one earlier, empathy, because I was rewatching the footage from my first session of this with my fiance, and we both agreed that empathy, well, we disagreed first. She thought it looked like one thing, and I thought it looked like another. I'm gonna tell you if I see it again. I'm gonna let you know, but it looks like it's two things at once. It's a very cool image. Well, back to that later when I find it, I suppose.
The north coast of a verdant island is shattered by the delta of a river. It is the River Esperance. Countless bridges put the shards back together, connecting city blocks to river islands. La Delta says a great artificial heart in the center, teeming with life forms and construction. To the east, rolling hillsides, Le Jardin, Stella Marie, the suburbs of Saint-Baptiste, swallowed up into the megacity. They sound rich to you. This is Revachol East.
Wasn't Revachol East? No. Or what? I suppose it doesn't have to be Revachol East, but I was asking my shivers outside what's to the east, and it was more of an industrial area. It didn't sound rich at all. But I assume this is not what I would refer to east of me. Was not the Revachol East. It was just east of me. West of the river?
It's somewhere to live. Not bad. Then there's Jamrock. It's bad. People shouldn't live there, but they do. Then Forberg. It's almost as bad, and much larger. Then Coal City. It's the worst.
Martinez?
It's so small you can't even see it on the map. No, wait. There it is. North of Jamrock. The strip of coast next to the Greater Revachol Industrial Harbour. It looks downright despondent. It's almost Coal City, to be honest. No, Coal City is worse. A charred limb. Rain falls on its slick black streets. And then there's the burnt-out quarter in the heart of Jamrock. Is it cold in this bookstore? Or is it just you? No, this is somewhere to be. This is all you have. But it's still something. Streets and sodium lights, the sky, the world. You're still alive.
I like Volition.
It's not really a map. It's a tourist thing. A picture postcard with buildings on it, drawn from an isometric perspective. A date in the upper right corner says 48.
3 years ago?
Still, it's detailed. Could be pretty useful for scouting ahead. You see the jagged boxes of an industrial harbour, even the whirling in rags there.
I'm sorry, officer. The map of Martinez is the only one available. The other two are not for sale anymore. And besides, you could scarcely afford them. They're quite valuable, though they might not look it. The map of Martinez is 90 cents, though.
Cents and reals. Where in the world did they use reals? Because they used francs in France, right? Were they used in, like, early American history? Or is it a Brazilian? Brazilian reals or thing, right? I guess I can find out later. I thought historically that it had been used somewhere else. Doesn't matter, I guess. You seem to underestimate my resources, but sure, okay.
Yes, yes. Are you interested or not?
70% chance of stealing. No. I'll leave. Just kind of look at these
This
last two.
bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature. Amidst the various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance. The point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access to paid health services.
Oh. Alternative medicine, huh?
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to and which costs more than this book, is garbage and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We should get some herbs.
Wholeness, unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything. Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Oh. No, it's more of the culty version. It's not just herbal medicines and shit. It's more holistic than that.
The book features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium. It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from. How to continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver. And there's even a chapter on the ancient Seraïs tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases. Pre and post factum apply. Nothing worth buying. This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
I'm gonna find something truly otherworldly. This is my
The
jam.
throbbing in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent. The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
What's the pale then?
The book contains very little explanation on the matter. This knowledge seems to be taken for granted. The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale, also known as le territoire. For example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale.
Mm-hmm.
Even better if you can find someone else, preferably a large man dressed in nothing but a towel, to thrash you while you're spread naked and helpless on a cool slab.
I'm not Finnish. They do that in Finnish saunas. The pale seems to be a place then, seeing as you need to find a young birch tree from the near pale. So I suppose the pale is a location or dimension or state of something, like place. State of mind or place, I suppose. I don't know. Seems abstract. It sounds yeah. Does sound invigorating though. I'll give it that.
It is, and good for the circulation too.
What else?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits like vodka or whiskey that have been aged in the pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired. Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore a damaged liver to perfect health.
I should probably get my hands on some of that.
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour. These strolls promise to cleanse the mind of worries and the body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude. Nudity figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions.
It's liberating.
This is exactly what you need.
It is.
I don't know. I don't want to be the party pooper, but this pale territory sounds sort of dangerous. Maybe you shouldn't walk in it naked.
Huh. Anything else?
There's an entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform their marital obligations.
I don't need that.
You close the book and return it to its place on the shelf.
I kind of want to buy this. Seemed like fun.
Sir, please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free. I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Police store. Well, I guess that's it. I kind of forgot you could right-click and get, like, highlights everywhere. So I want to check that out, but I don't want to do it now. I want to come back and do that after I've actually looked at the corpse. I feel like I've been putting it off for way too long, looking at books instead, and my colleague must think I'm... I mean, again, I guess I am. Let's go check this out. This is the hole he was talking about? Kid, maybe you shouldn't be here. Huh? A human being decomposes. Yeah, so maybe you should leave, kid.
Kuno's got this.
Oh, you're not a kid. You're a rascal. You're throwing rocks at the dead body.
Oh yeah, Napakumpi, Kuno.
Napakumpi? Yeah, a word. Police business.
Right in the dick, Kuno. Love it in the dick.
Oh my god.
The boy is sweating profusely. His eyes are like two black holes and his jaw is twitching as if trying to break free from the empire of his body.
Yeah, that's teenage life for you. Stop throwing rocks at my crime scene.
Fuck that, Kuno. Yeah, right in the mouthhole.
They pay you no heed or pretend not to notice you.
Shits himself. The rake, Kuno. You should throw the rake at him, Kuno.
God.
The fuck does Kuno know what a rake is? Kuno's not a gardener.
Kuno's a fucking idiot. Look, I have questions for you.
All right, entertain the Kuno. Show me what you got. What you got there? What you got, huh? Show me what you got.
Who is Kuno?
Kuno's Kuno, pig.
Kuno. Primal. Violent.
Is that some kind of gang name?
Yeah, Kuno's in a fucking gang. In a bang gang. Kuno bangs for Magie, bangs for Mazda, bangs for Revachol.
He lays the names out there with pride and precision, like cards on a table. Right when he's getting distracted, there's a malevolent hiss behind the fence.
Watch out, Kuno! He's trying to fiddle you! He's gonna put his hands on you!
Fiddle? The thing behind the fence starts squealing, shrill and violent like a fire alarm.
Help! Pig's got Kuno! Help! Rape!
What? I mean, I can see a few
He's
ways
got
in
the
which this can
Kuno
go very wrong for me or for him. I think we're gonna have a very clear path forward here.
Fag. Hey, you know what? If you call me fag to my face one more time, you better. I already did it twice. Well, I think that you probably won't say it again. I bet I do. Well, okay, fag.
Help! He's digging his dick out!
I'm just standing here. Uh-huh. Gotta shut him down. Wait, well, hold on. Does that mean slamming into the ground, or what? Now, let's not do that. Maybe. Or maybe we should. Tell you what. I'm gonna roll. I mean, my guy has had a bad day, bad morning. I feel like he would not really be himself anyway. I'm just gonna roll. Right, I'm gonna ask him instead. What is this, sick charade?
No! Get off, Kuno, you sick fat fuck!
I'm gonna back off.
Look, you got that. I'm gonna fuck that Kuno up, look. The Kuno's dad gets. The murder look. The rage look.
Can you read my mind, Kuno?
I can. Kuno can smell that violent shit. You're nothing. You're a joke to Kuno. Kuno laughs at you. King Kuno!
The whole charade was about establishing
Well, I
dominance
know.
over you.
It bothers me
Kuno
way more
turned
than
you
it
into
should.
his prison, bitch!
We can just leave.
Bitch, you're gonna be in this shit with Kuno forever!
Uh-huh. Yeah, let's just leave. They're obviously not not gonna help us. Let's check
The
the
corpse looks at you with bulging white eyes. The face around them does not look human. It's swollen and ready to burst. His lips are fish-like and his tongue like a ball gag in his mouth.
God.
You seem to be holding your breath. A cargo belt twists his neck at an unnatural angle. The body below appears stiff. It's letting out an ungodly rot. The smell seeps in even through your clenched nostrils.
I don't think this is gonna work, but I'll do it.
The smell is repulsive. It pushes in from your mouth, more instant and more familiar than anything you'd expected. More fever than odor. It fills your mind, flushing you from within.
I'm gonna try to walk away. I probably needed that after last night. God, that was a disgusting noise.
Too late. It's impossible to keep in. Your body curls and pushes it out, burst by burst,
Uh-huh.
until a pool of vomit lies under your feet and your throat stings from the stomach acid.
God.
It's okay. Happens to everyone. Keep it.
What a brother. Thanks.
The hangover is clearly making this worse for you. You could use some ammonia to clear your head.
You think ammonia would help?
If you can handle the headache. Some officers use it to deal with cadaverine odor.
But not you?
I can't handle the headache.
Oh, makes sense.
It's more likely he can handle the smell, unlike you.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's just my self-esteem saying that. So where do we get ammonia from?
There is freight nearby, east of the hostel.
Yeah.
They usually have a small apothecary. If they don't, there's a greenhouse here, and a gardener with a wheelbarrow on the corner of the whirling in rags. If she works here, she might have something for the smell.
Acquiring ammonia will provide a modifier to the white check. Modifiers make checks easier and allow you to retry them.
Ah. Let's do that then. What's this? Magnesium. Magnesium, wasn't that for the pale thing? Healing item gained. Oh yeah, because magnesium is good for you sometimes, isn't it? Okay, so I'm just wondering where does this thing end up anyway? Held? No. I will hold this handkerchief though. If I can? Okay, I can't. Bullets, huh? Do I even have a gun? Key. Oh, I don't seem to have any items on me that I can use, even though I just picked up a healing item. Maybe I'm missing something here. The winch mechanism has been oxidizing for some years. Is it this shack that I was meant to go to?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Why am I looking at this pile of roofing material?
Because it's nice and orderly. Well-laid pallets. Easy on the eyes. No, there's more to this. You get this strange feeling.
I love my gut feeling. I imagine that's what this is.
Hard to say. It's gone now. Feelings pass, you see. Especially the small ones. It's nothing. Someone just left some roofing material slanted against an old shack.
Clearly not. But let's not dwell on it, shall we? Can I go there? I probably need to go through here to get there, I guess. Or something. There's more to this place. Guess I'll need to come back. It's another one of those moments where I can't really do it now, it suppose. You stop tossing fucking rocks at my corpse. Well, look, let's figure this out. I was talking to my friend who got me into this game initially, and he I actually want to turn this up just one notch. Yeah. And he said that I should try, one way of playing at least is just listening to the voices that you enjoy, and if you want more of them, just lean into that direction, sort of. And that made me start thinking about what I wanted to do on this character. What kind of character I want to play. Because last time I was mostly playing myself, right? I was mostly trying to keep things a bit calm, ease into the world, because it's a pretty confusing place that they put you, right? I was just trying to ease into the game and ease into the world. And, well, while that's good, I think I know what I want to do now. I think what I want to do is I want to play this... I still want to play a sensitive character. Obviously, I picked that archetype. Then again, in this game, it doesn't seem like it's a bad idea to fail either, because you seem to be always failing forward, and it seems to be a fun game to fail in. But I definitely would not mind having this character go more into the physical direction as well. Become a physical and sensitive character. Sort of sensitive, physical... rabble-rouser, maybe... This game is permeated, as far as I can tell, by this very Soviet feel. It's got these strikes going on, it's got all these workers riled up. It seems like a revolution has happened before. Everything is worker-centric, and the cops don't seem to be any, like, great authority in terms of their organization. Only in terms of their actions, I suppose, and what they're willing to do. It would fit to play this sensitive physical cop. He also looks kind of like he could be that way with his handlebar or button chops. I don't know, it just seems to make sense to me. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna... Whenever he's inflamed, I'm just gonna disregard that logical brain, unless it's fun. And go for this easily affected, emotional nut, essentially. Lean into the crazy where it's appropriate for the character, I guess. That's how I'm gonna roleplay this. Oh. I see.
The RCM in Martinez. What can I help you with?
No, I didn't do that one last time. Well, you sound surprised.
We don't see a lot of police around here, that's all.
But I have some questions.
Of course. What can I help you with?
Who are you?
Me? I am just a gardener.
Good to meet you, just a gardener. Another question then.
I am pleased to meet you too, officer.
We need directions.
Of course. Where to?
I'm looking for a date. No, I'm not. Where am I?
What do you mean?
Just tell me where we are, okay?
We're in Martinez, sir. This intersection is called Roundabout North, I think.
Rows of stalls under a broad roof, where silvery fish were heaped on newspapers. Water everywhere, pouring from the heavens in the shadow of the old church.
Shake it off. I seem to be under some kind of a cold spell.
Anything else?
Cold spell, I guess, not cold spell.
It's just water. No, actually, I think they call it the Martinez Inlet. There are
In the west is the miracle.
The miracle.
Of course. I won't hold you back.
Her gloves. You get the feeling that you need them. You have a dead body to deal with after all.
One more thing, can I borrow your gloves, ma'am?
Sure. Keep them. I have another pair.
Thank you. Yes. Bye-bye, bugs. Awesome. I look extremely silly.
Welcome to Revachol.
Promising name? Or title? Hey, I know Revachol.
Don't you welcome to Revachol me. Every school of thought and government has failed in the city, but I love it nonetheless. It belongs to me as much as it belongs to you.
Yeah, you tell him, kid.
It's men like you who keep Revachol divided, making it that much harder for everyone to climb out of this post-war limbo.
So we are in limbo.
Oh, come on, man. I just said welcome to Revachol.
I know exactly what you meant. You think my kind doesn't belong here. But you see, I'm an officer of the RCM. It's actually my job to make sure you behave.
Silence. The air between them becomes tense. Your partner needs backup. Now's your moment to shine.
I just don't like this comment. I don't know, it feels so out of character to go, fucking A, man. That is such a stupid comment, I don't know. No, I think we all learned something here.
It's about biological determinism, natural law, the sorting of the races. Not the most popular topic nowadays, with a coalition in charge and all. You might want to change the topic.
Change the topic. The way he says it makes it almost sound like a threat.
No one makes Half-Life change the topic. I get it. Someone has to be the unpopular guy.
I'm not the only one. Look, I've read books. The science of racial theory has all been proved, even if some people don't want to accept it.
Yeah. Do you measure skulls too?
People who've studied these things say that
Because yours look a little small.
Are superior by design. So, naturally, we Occidentals should be in charge.
Well, that's what Occidental
Obviously,
means.
you can see the merits in that.
Look at my head. Compared to yours. It's massive. I can really tell you're a prime example of superior design, sir.
Open your
Lump
eyes.
of
Haven't you
fetlock?
noticed something different lately?
A well-shaped
An
ankle.
unfortunate downturn, maybe? Huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources.
Yeah, what's the problem with that then?
The problem? The damn kips are showing a real good game lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other introduced species too. They're on the precipice of cultural victory.
I've already made up my mind, see? Wanna hear it?
Oh?
I think I can get down with the racism. Why don't you go fuck yourself?
Don't push your luck, runt.
Saffron picker. Most able-bodied men. Oh no, they are. Yeah, don't be silly. Right, that's the fruit. Now that looks like a pack of cigarettes. Oh, it's empty. Right.
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. The driver has adorned his space with a substantial collection of peculiar paraphernalia.
Racist nationalist paraphernalia. Not unusual in this part of town. Likely, yes.
Who knows when it will come in handy? 1 bottle equals 10 cents.
What is this machine?
Oh, that's the tear machine.
Yeah, but what is it?
It's a machine for tear. You know, you find tear outside, like bottles or whatever, and put it in the machine, then it gives you money.
That's why I need to be Hobocop.
You need a bag, I guess. We used to have some, but we gave them all out, so feel free to use it if you find a bag, though. I'm sure there are some out there.
It's like a fever dream.
You see several packaged raincoats fill a low shelf beneath a display of croissants and juice bottles. The raincoats are transparent, except for the big Fritta slogan on the back.
Fritta.
If you want to buy one, then it's only 4 real.
That's a veritable fortune, ma'am. Look, I'm wearing rubber gloves for the warmth. Do I look like I'm made of money?
A colorful display of cigarettes and alcohol bottles line the shop wall. There, in that dark green glass, all in vain. The great flowing river of warmth, wine, alcohol, beer, alcohol, love, alcohol.
I am in heaven. I did say that I was gonna try not to drink. But you know, this world seems difficult. I'm just gonna take it in. Gotta stand here and look at my empire of alcohol.
I'm obliged to inform you that both alcohol and cigarettes damage your health, but I guess you already know that.
Thanks for the implication.
Don't ask, don't look, don't do anything here. Just go away. Get back to work. Know this, you will never finish your alcohol quest if you don't buy beautiful alcohol.
Right, so cigarettes cost me $2.90. I can't afford any of this, ever. Do you sell any, under-the-counter lighters? Yes! That's the solution! I don't want to drink, so I want to shoot. I want to shoot up so I can not drink. If I get something else, I can combat the drink. Yes!
No, Frit only sells legal drugs, like the law says.
Oh. Tell me more about these products, then.
The pale aged vodka is special, I guess. It's stored in pale for a couple of years, which makes it super expensive and super strong.
Right.
You know.
Don't worry your pretty little head about it. Let's concentrate on what's important here.
I gotta take off these gloves. You do get rewarded for exploring
The
here, huh?
small, wrinkled woman does not greet you. She nods along to something on her radio. A photograph is clutched in her hands, and there is a warm smile on her face. It's the warmth of a winter night's fire. Maybe she could give you comfort and shelter, some cigarettes, and food money. Maybe she's your...
Grandma. Excuse me, ma'am.
No response. Wherever this woman is, your words fail to reach her.
Grandma?
Nothing. Her smile just keeps widening. Her hair is grey like lead. No, this one is a monster in disguise.
Really?
Wait. She's just a distracted old woman. Better to leave her alone.
Why?
Why? I just told you why.
If you say so. Peculiar. Oh. Oh. That's how it works, huh? No. Let's put those back on. +1 composure. +1 inland empire. Uh-huh. Physical instrument. No.
An old monument stands in the middle of the traffic island, pointing toward the sea. It looks as if it's been reassembled piece by piece. secured and mounted in the air with the aid of numerous ropes and rods.
Now, who is this?
A silver plaque on the statue's pedestal reads, "I am Philip III, the Squanderer, the greatest of the Philippian kings of Revachol, son of Philip II, the opulent, father of Philip IV, the insane." Not a good track record of mental health in that family.
Well, I'm one to talk.
What did he do? You have no idea what you did a week ago. How would you know what this guy did many centuries ago? High above you, the king stands triumphantly oblivious to your memory trouble.
I am a gander and a hunter and a gatherer. Feel like a traveler.
I'm the law.
You sure are, my man.
What's going on here?
It's the jam, my man.
Uh-huh. What's the jam?
It's a traffic jam for the ages.
So how long have you been here?
Feels like forever. Like I was born on this here roundabout and this was all I ever knew. Just me and the metal and the tires, the oil and the fumes of mazout.
Fumes of mazout. Are those tattoos? Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, it's extravagantly phrased, but I can roll with it.
Yeah, imagine. It's been a whole week already.
Behind the laugh, however, a touch of sorrow.
So tell me, what do you need?
Got any smokes?
Nope, don't smoke. Some of the other drivers do, though. There's still a few around, waiting for the jam to disperse. Or waiting for the sweet release of death.
Yup, nothing wrong with that statement. Your senses have nothing to add.
Do you know anything about the dead man?
He ain't one of us drivers. I know that. All accounted for. Otherwise, I haven't really asked about that. Been wasting time right here. Keep him busy.
Busy with what?
Analyzing the fundamental structural and psychological conditions of being stranded in the midst of a sea of motor lorries and their sad, despondent chauffeurs.
And your conclusion?
A sense of surprise there ain't more bodies hanging from more trees. Whatever's going on over at the docks. Workers got a blockade set up, making demands. No way in or out.
What is the union demanding?
Some pretty wild stuff, I hear. Like a giant new power crane in half the company? I forget what exactly. Good on them, I guess. I've heard talk there's a company rep in town, too. Like a strike negotiator type. They'd know what's up. Precise demands and so on.
Ah, yes, from the Wild Pines. We'll meet her soon enough, I'm sure.
What do you think the company wants?
They want to keep that money flowing in, my man. Ka-ching! I just do my job and get paid. I have things to do and places to be. All of us do.
All of who?
Us lorry drivers. Camionneurs. You still hang around here waiting for this mess to end. Most have scurried off somewhere to get drunk or high. Or laid. Not that I blame them, really.
Not you?
Not my thing. Chasing transient pleasures is a drag these days. I prefer the examined life now.
What's better than chasing transient pleasures? The more transient, the better. When one's ended, you can get onto the next one.
What are you hauling anyway?
Oh, high-grade narcotics, illegal firearms, stuff like that.
Time to arrest him.
Okay, what are you actually hauling?
Can't even get a few jokes past you, my man. You interested in heavy-duty cargo machinery?
Interested? Not really. I don't know, it must be a cop reflex.
Yeah, it must be. Your job's to know all these little things, isn't it? Well, my job is to deliver tracksuit trousers.
There it is again. A little touch of sadness beneath his cool. He thinks he's spent too long in this lorry.
Gonna get one of those tracksuits.
We're pals and all, but I can't just freely hand out the merchandise.
The man taps his fingers rhythmically against his arm.
What do I see in his eyes?
Ease into it. Don't go too far. This seems like a personal matter.
He seems like a fellow sensitive guy. Fellow thinker. The troubles of... He's smoking.
Nope, don't smoke.
I saw that cigarette. Look. Look, he's doing it again. I've had the strangest morning.
Before you stands a motor carriage. The bodywork is covered in blue and white livery. bearing the number 57. Vapor emanates from the large engine on the back of the vehicle. It hasn't had time to cool off yet. In the cabin, you are welcomed by a set of steering levers, a radio microphone on a hook, a pull-out toolbox under the seat, and the soft glow of the fuel preheater gauge.
Kim, what are we looking at? What is this machine?
This is the Kupris Kinema, my motor carriage.
Oh,
You
yours.
can use the toolbox and the radio if you'd like.
Motor carriage, motor carriage. Something bad with a motor carriage. A dark lump rises in your throat. The frequency tableau lights up, and the green button labeled Prime Line glows like a feline eye. And then you hear something. The soft purr of electrical kittens. Radio waves cast far and wide over the metropolis. A woman's voice greets you through the static.
This is Precinct 57. Hello, Lieutenant. How may I assist you?
Hello, Alice. Please assist our colleague from the 41st precinct here.
Come in, dispatch. Come in, dispatch.
This is Officer Alice Demetri, Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
Huh. Well, let's start with this. Could you connect me to the 41st precinct? I have something I need to report.
Just a second, officer.
After a while, you hear an old man greet you from the radio. His rattly voice is oddly familiar.
10-2, 10-5. This is 41st. Come in. Over.
A scrawny old man sits in a dusty cubicle, smoking, with a large white rectangle sewn on his vest. In front of him is a box-shaped apparatus with an array of wires and antennas. The radio switchboard.
Hi, this is, me here. I work at your station.
10-4, what's your status? Over.
My status,
10-18, 10-20. Over.
Can you repeat that?
10-18, 10-20. Over.
Please, just talk human to me. These numbers mean nothing.
State your message, sir. Over.
I need to report my badge missing.
10-9, repeat message. Over.
My badge. Can't find it anywhere. Basically, it's gone.
10-4, message received. This is a very serious situation. I need to 10-22 the captain. Over.
Yeah. 10-22, the captain. This sounds bad. Bad and scary. Like being called to the headmaster's office in school.
Headmasters.
Is it him? What does he want?
Him?
Says he lost his badge and needs to report it.
He what? He lost his badge?
Hey, who is this?
This is Communication Officer Jules Pidieux, sir. Over.
No, the other one.
You mean your partner? Over.
What is he saying?
He's asking who you are.
I'm his goddamn partner.
It's your partner, Satellite Officer Wittmar, sir. Over.
Did he lose his memory along with his fucking badge?
Who lost his badge?
Dick fucking Mullen. Who do you think?
It's Officer Dick Mullen from the bestseller Dick Mullen and the Lost Identity.
Dick Mullen is not your name. It's the name of a fictional detective who would not lose his badge. Defend yourself. Immediately. They're laughing at you.
Can't we just move on? I want to get it reported to be done with it.
10-4, I hear you, officer. I'm just going to make a note here that you are in pursuit of your misplaced badge. Over.
Fuck me. Mac, come here. You've got to hear this. Dick Mullen lost his badge.
What's going on?
Super Cop here lost his badge.
He lost his what now? His badge. He lost his goddamn fucking badge.
Enough with this now. I have other things to discuss.
10-9, come again. I didn't get that. Over.
The animated conversation in the back is making it difficult for him to hear me.
New heights even for Captain Sober.
Ask him. Ask him if he's lost his gun too.
Sergeant Orson wants to know if you lost your gun too. Over.
Check your pockets. Check your... Holy fuck. You don't know where it is, do you?
I don't have my gun!
No. It's gone. It's not fucking on you.
Don't sweat it, Bratan! You don't need a gun to have fun! We can still have fun! It's not all over!
10-9, come in, officer. Did you get my question? We were wondering about your gun. Over.
I will convince them that I did not lose my gun, and I will do it well.
Even before you can get the words out, everything gets scrambled in your brain.
No, of course I didn't lose my gun! Fuck it! I didn't lose my gun!
He says he didn't lose his gun. Or his fun, whatever that means.
Ask him to describe it. His gun. Not his fun. Just the gun will do.
Satellite Officer McLean requests a description of your weapon. Over.
The fuck do you need a gun for? Look at the pythons on your arms. You are a gun. The biggest one in the world.
I am a gun.
Oh, request a description, huh? We'll give him one.
It's a single-shot kill A9. An armistice, to be precise.
It's a single-shot armistice kill A9 over.
Says it's a kill 9mm armistice.
Armistice? What, is he a fucking... Clearly he doesn't have his Villiers anymore.
Dear God, he lost his gun. Oh my, I can't.
This isn't really a laughing matter.
Mac can face a giant of Coco Nur by himself, but Disco here made him piss his pants. Oh, I can't. Fuck. He lost his... Ask him if he's still got his wiener.
I'm not going to.
Ask him.
Sergeant Orson here is wondering if you are still in possession of your genitalia. Over.
Now is a good time to say fuck and ass and so on.
I don't need to listen to this. Firewalker out!
The silence is almost deafening after you flick off the...
That did not go well. I guess the important thing is that you followed protocol and reported your lost items. Did we need anything else here?
I forgot to ask about the lady.
This is Precinct 57. How may I assist you?
I need you to connect me to a civilian, a Sylvie. She may have reported a murder.
Of course. What is her number, officer?
Actually, yeah, Kim, didn't God give you Sylvie's number?
Yes, hold on. Her number is 005 1944 298.
Received. Hold on, officer.
Start slapping a marching rhythm with your thighs. I do that in real life.
Give it a minute. She might be busy at the moment. Takes a bit to get to the phone.
Just wait. Relax.
It's not that I don't relax when I do it.
Officer, I have Sylvie Malaika on the line for you.
Malaika?
Yes, hello?
Sounds like she's a million miles away from here. Hello, this is the police calling. I have some questions for you about your last days at work.
Oh, right. Hello, officer. What can I do for you?
You can hear resentment in her tone. She's not thrilled to be talking to you again. There is no resentment in her tone. She wants you to ask her out. No question about it.
You quit your job at the Whirling. Why?
You mean, why did I leave the bar? Honestly, I'm not really comfortable discussing it with you, sir.
Alright, I won't push you on this. You ever coming back to work?
Maybe, I don't know. I just know I have to take some time off right now.
Was it you who called the police?
No, not me.
Do you know who made that call?
No, sorry. I don't. Not a lot of people have phones around here. Copper thieves take the wires.
Right.
People don't have the money to have the cables put in again. They use the Union's phone, or the one on the coast.
It was someone else. We'll find them sooner or later, officer. It just might take a while.
Okay.
Yeah, go on.
I'm not gonna ask her if she's seen my badge or gun.
I do hope so. Please, don't call me again. Bye.
Wait, why do you seem angry with me?
Yes, you have obviously done something to upset her at the Whirling in Rags, when she was still working there.
Wait, before you go, you're all mad at me, right? Tell me, what did I do? I can't remember anything.
I'm not mad, it's just... You were so drunk and so emotional all the time, and then the skewer thing happened. It just made me want to quit.
I made her want to quit?
Yes, obviously. You were the worst client I've ever seen. And I have seen so many assholes in this place. I've had sailors fighting, union guys grabbing my ass, kids stealing booze. Once a guy was glued to the karaoke machine every night for 2 months. But you...
Go on, I want to know what I did.
Well, you were worse than all of them. Honestly, you were getting borderline aggressive. Even about little things like not turning down the volume at 3 a.m. I even liked one of those songs you kept listening to on repeat. No more. I hate it now.
Right, is that all?
Then there was your room. Your project. An experiment to see how bad it can get in there. I tried to send the cleaner, but you wouldn't let me. Threatened to make me understand. I had no idea what you meant, and I don't want to know. And then you screamed something about being the most boring person alive and how everyone leaves you because you're just so boring.
I'm sorry.
And then I had to deal with your toilet. The one you clogged with police documents, causing water damage downstairs in the kitchen. I won't even mention you waving your gun around, harassing customers, threatening to sing karaoke, threatening to kill yourself.
Wait, police documents?
The ones I had to wrench out of your toilet.
What happened to them?
Damn it, I don't remember what I did to your damn papers. I don't remember every little thing I do.
Resentment gives way to concern in her voice.
She's worried she might have accidentally done something bad. Then she remembers it's you.
Especially when there's a hurricane loose. It's your fault for losing them, not mine.
Something in you wants to immediately forget about this, as if there was a reason you threw them away.
What did I find out? That was so bad. Okay, I get it. I wasn't a very good tenant.
No, you really weren't. You were simply the worst.
Well, you're the worst tavern wench I've ever seen. I'm truly sorry for everything, Sylvie.
God, I knew I shouldn't have brought it up. Just try not to call me again, and let's pretend it never happened.
What's this? What's Skua thing?
The stuffed bird. The great Skua. You threw it against the wall while screaming, "Fuck that bird," and laughing like a maniac. I think you said it had been giving you shit ever since you got there.
That does sound like me, actually. Bitch bird got what was coming to her. Why do I always end up screwing everything up?
It was a pretty bird. There since I started working in whirling. I really liked her. We call her Scotty.
There's genuine sadness in her voice.
Yeah, I'm sorry for Scotty. You said I was singing. What did I sing?
All sorts of things. The OO, some disco, rock too. So much disco and rock.
Maybe you can help me identify this one particular song.
Which one would that be?
One that was really sad.
Sad? I think the one you mean is the smallest church in Saint-Saëns. Butchered that right up.
Interesting. You still have to find it, however.
Right. Thank you for talking with me. Take care.
You hear a sigh of relief on the other end of the radio.
Anything else I can help you with, officer?
I'm done with the radio for now.
57's over and out.
This time I have gloves. It'll go better, okay? Kim, you just wait. I'm a great cop. I'll show it to you. Stop throwing rocks, kid.
Fuck does Kuno care?
God, that's a difficult one. I'll try.
He's on your crime
Damn it.
scene, bossing you around. And he's been here for some time too. This is where he hangs out. You have to get more out of him. He could be useful.
Hey Kuno, you think you can turn the Kuno down for a moment? Just talk like normal people. No, Kuno, listen. I know this boundary-pushing thing is new to you, but it's old news for us grown-ups. Now that's just setting a wedge between us, right?
Trying to fuck at the Kuno! Trying to fuck at me! Trying to fuck!
I like the Kuno.
Kuno gonna fuck you up! Up!
Oh, that's a girl.
Normal is not what we got here. You've got to work with what you have for now.
Teenagers are subhumans, okay? That's all I'm gonna say. I was one, you were one, everyone who's a teenager, is a subhuman. And you get out of it eventually. Hopefully. Not everyone does, actually. So what do you know about the body?
Shitload, pig. What's your question?
Don't tell the pig shit, Kuno!
Kim, help me out here. What do we want to know?
If I were to want to waste my time, which I do not, I would ask them who he is, how he got there, and the usual.
You have no idea what the usual is. Just ask whatever comes to mind.
So, you know who he was?
Kuno's fuck imp. Kuno uses the fuck imp for target practice.
End of conversation. Very strong. You should be this stoic.
You know how he got up there?
Probably climbed. Kuno was busy down the road when that shit went down.
So you didn't see it happening?
You heard Kuno. Kuno wasn't even in Martinez. Kuno wasn't in Revachol. Kuno wasn't regional.
I wish Kuno wasn't regional. Now, where did you go then?
I don't know. Some fucking Mesk or I don't know. Some other place. Night City. Kuno was in fucking Night City.
Night City's another franchise, kid. Wake up, samurai.
Kuno gives this info out on a need-to-know basis, and you don't need to know. Kuno didn't smoke the gimp, if that's what you meant.
Well, I don't think you did, Scrawny. Have you seen anyone suspicious around?
Just a couple of pigs sniffing around in the dirt. That seems pretty fucking suspicious to Kuno.
Look, I'm gloves. Just want to point that out to you, kid.
Get lost,
About the crime scene. You kids often play in this yard?
Right, pig. This is where Kuno plays with his little wooden choo-choo. Fuck do you want with it?
I might have questions later. For now, let's talk about something else.
Yeah, whatever. Kuno doesn't give a shit.
Right, I'm off.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno doesn't fucking care.
Kuno, the pig's getting pretty close to me. Come to snuff my shit out, I think.
I'm gonna take one step closer.
Looks like it's time for me to go, Kuno. Pig's come to take me in.
Now, I want that beanie. It's cold.
She means it. The fear is real.
I just want to ask you some questions.
I'm going away for a long, long time, Kuno. Going away for life.
What's going on there? Fuck are you trying to pull, pig?
Child, converse with me.
What's this kid shit? Fucking mind games. I'd rather die than squeal.
Get the fuck out of her face. You got done. Talk to me.
No?
I'll die before I squeal, pig.
What are those strange words you use, girl?
I come from the woods, Gutta Vittu. You don't want to go there with me.
That's... If I'm not mistaken, Vittu means... I mean, that's a curse. That's like whore or cunt or something.
Don't be traumatizing her. Get the fuck out of here.
Traumatizing. I'm just... Yes, this face would traumatize most kids. Right, well, whatever. Look. Kim is right. I'm wasting my time with these ones. What's in the dumpster?
This trash container is locked. The sliding lid has a padlock that says, whirling in rags. There's something in there, not necessarily connected to the case, but still.
Why am I looking at you, trash container? You're just a trash container.
The body is downwind from here. Maybe you prefer the smell of garbage to the smell of death.
True. Lieutenant, what do you think could be in there?
Trash, food waste from the cafeteria. They lock these containers to keep the derelicts from flocking in. Could be evidence too.
Then we should open it immediately. How do we get the lock open?
We could try using a pry bar. There's one in my motor carriage, or...
No, or pry bar!
We might want to ask for a key from the manager of the Whirling in Rags. He probably has one. And he also has information.
No. No. This needs a delicate touch.
There are several footprints in the mud, left by work boots. Anywhere from 6 to 12 pairs have walked here.
I want to get an actual count.
What do you think you are? A super detective? You're hungover. These are just dents in the mud. No pattern emerges for the time being.
What kind of boots are they?
Heavy workers' boots with reinforced toes and hobnails all over the yard.
Let's try this again, but with the gloves this time, shall we? I kind of want to sell that because of the price, so I can buy alcohol. No, I mean, no, not buy alcohol. Maybe cigarettes, though. Well, look. I'm gonna see if I can get some ammonia from this lady.
Hello again, officer. How are things?
My partner told me you may have some ammonia.
Sure, I'm done with it. Go easy on that stuff. It gave me a terrible headache.
Alright. Can't get any worse for me, I don't think. Alright, let's see. I probably don't need to use it, I just need to do this again with it in my inventory, I imagine.
There he still is, looking right through you.
Yeah, okay.
With his white eyes. The
It's
body
still
below is
bad.
entirely dedicated to that corpse smell. Emitting it is all it does now.
Yeah, quite the dedication. This is still really bad. 17%. Let's try it.
You crack open the
Oh my god.
ampoule and breathe in. The odor of death is still stronger. It's a spell of the mind telling you to run, and your stomach to wring itself empty. With your eyes squinting, you stand in it.
Yeah. Do they always do that?
They do after 7 days, yes. We are deep in decomposition here.
The man before you is naked, but for a pair of underpants and enameled boots. His skin is greenish, marbled with decaying veins and blotched by lividity. A fading web of tattoos covers his chest and shoulders. The cargo belt used to fasten him to the branch above appears industrial in strength.
Good point. Why is he wearing enameled boots? When do you use enameled boots? For what purpose? What industrial work requires you to use enameled boots? I would not be able to guess. I'm just assuming. It's some industrial stuff.
The material appears to be ceramic. Its clean white stands in stark contrast to the decaying flesh above the knee. The man wore thick polymer socks, probably for padding. A fine array of interlocking plates covers them.
How do you get his pants off without taking off those boots? I don't think you do. I assume they must have put on the boots post-death, then. Post-mortem, as they say.
Delicate and fragile. They feel alien to the world around you. Out of place somehow.
So what kind of boots are these?
They are armor, no boots. Technically speaking, these are sabatons.
Yeah, see, they look like that. Obviously, I could tell that they didn't look like any kind of work boots I've seen. And I've never heard about enameled work boots. But armor feels strange too. Why?
Ceramic plate. Zirconium dioxide, most likely. This is where the make would be.
Where?
Under the hill. Fair weather. Fair weather model T500 VE. I'm guessing that's vitreous enamel. This is advanced stuff.
Kim. You're a pearl. The material looks out of place here.
It is. It's expensive. We've requested similar material for our tactical units for years now. The constabularies deemed it too costly. In that time, we've lost 6 men to semi-automatics.
Would ceramic work? Yeah, there are ceramic vests, right? That are sort of bulletproof, or entirely bulletproof even. It just sounds strange to me to wear it like this. But I think I've heard about ceramic vests or ceramic plating of some kind. How much are we talking about?
For a full set, about 4 years of wages.
That's a lot, I take it.
As a wage, it's regrettably small. But for a piece of hardware, yes, that's a lot.
Where's the rest of it?
Piece by piece. He's been out here for 7 days. It would be odd if they didn't.
But why not take the boots then?
We should keep a lookout for these pieces. The armor could yield information. Maybe he'll know something.
Well, we've tried.
If you wear those pieces, it will help me protect your mortal coil.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's no rest of the armor. Why does my mortal coil need protecting?
Yes, bullets will fly. They always do. And the coil is fleshy and mush and permeable. Cast it in ceramic shell. Resist death.
Maybe he was just wearing these boots and there's no rest of the armor.
No, he must have worn something precious underneath his clothes. They've removed all his clothes to get to it. They did not just strip him for the putrid rags.
Putrid rags. Then where are the clothes? I imagine they might be in the trash can over there, or dumpster. Or what if they told him to strip before they hung him, to demean him? The bullies?
They usually hang them completely naked for that. La puta madre, the Mazda, the besmirties and the like. This one still has his underpants.
I just want to point out, I think you look even more naked wearing just a strip of clothing than you do completely naked almost. Ironically, the thing is, I had this discussion with T-Bone once, my friend, that if you wear, so follow me here, if you wear a shirt but no underwear, you're way more naked than if you're completely naked. You look way more naked that way, somehow. Maybe not if you're a lady, actually. I'm gonna knock on the boot.
A small bell-like sound fills the air, like tapping on the side of a porcelain cup. Suddenly, your biceps coil up. Your elbow is sharp and cocked for a punch.
Sounds fragile.
It's anything but. This material is a kinetic redistributor. It spreads kinetic energy horizontally, from plate to plate, dissipating it entirely. See?
Right, that's how it works.
Faint, organic lines cover the plates, where they separate into smaller ones. These plates then divide into smaller plates, until there are hundreds of them altogether. Like the scales of some ancient white monster, cracked and pearly.
How could this man afford such expensive hardware?
That's for us to find out. My initial report on the area suggests he was a security guard for the harbor company. But that's just hearsay.
Initial report?
Just something I scraped together from my station. An area report on Martinez. I'm sure you did the same.
He's not actually sure of that. He's just being tactful.
He's being a brother, is what he is. Well, these look pretty advanced for a security guard anyway.
I agree. This equipment is way beyond what a guard can afford.
Makes sense that you would have to buy your own equipment in this world, too. Gotta pull the boot off.
This feels dangerous. Are you sure? The stench fills your nostrils. As you push downward, an ominous creaking sound comes from above.
Oh no.
Stop! Pig's gonna pull his head off.
Brutal!
Ooh. This is a bad idea, isn't it?
You're going to pull his head off.
Do it, homo!
There's no point performing an autopsy if you do. We'll have compromised the coroner's case. What are you trying to achieve anyway? Why are you hanging on to that boot?
Good point, I like my shoes. Look, this is advanced enemy technology. We should conduct research into their weaknesses.
This is not the enemy. This is the deceased, the victim, in a murder investigation.
Better safe than sorry.
That doesn't mean anything, detective. Besides, there's no way you're getting them off. All the organic matter in his body has been flowing down into the boots. They are fused to his feet now. Why do you think the locals haven't scavenged them yet?
You're sure there's a way to peel them off. But first, the body needs to be down. And second, it would probably be better if the lieutenant wasn't around.
No, I like my shoes. And besides, it's dishonorable.
Alright then. You can pay the hostel bill in honor points. How many honor points have you collected?
There are honor points?
Of course there aren't. Don't be naive.
No.
You still feel as though there might be some honor points. And if there are, you've surely earned one.
Thank you, Inland Empire. You're also a brother. The only people I believe in here, the only people I trust are Inland Empire and Kim. They seem stable. Anchors in this mean world. What's going to happen to the boots then?
Processing will take care of them. With the situation in the morgue, it will yield nothing. But we must pick our fights. Should we continue?
Yep. Back off.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Yeah. The extremities are very reddened. I was wondering about that, but I assume it's just the blood rushing there.
The hangman's knot is pulled tight by the weight of the corpse below. Yellow, hard-edged polyester cuts into his neck. Above, a sliding buckle ties the belt to the branch. Oh my, there's something on the belt. A familiar word that speaks to the thirst within you.
What was that? A word?
Vermilion, in yellow letters, along the length of the twisting cargo belt. Only a deep longing for vermilion golden spirits lets you decipher the fading logo of the local brewery.
This is a bad time for a drink, right?
Extremely.
What kind of rope is this?
Industrial strength. The kind used for tying cargo to lorries.
Like in a circus. When the circus leaves town and they tie a black-spotted giraffe to the wall of a carry pen.
Yeah, like in a circus for transporting black-spotted giraffes?
No. More like in a harbor. Like the one just east of here. I get the sense they used whatever was on hand, without paying much attention to not incriminating themselves.
How did they even get him up there?
A noose is one of those things that's easier to use one way around. I think they lassoed the branch, then pulled on the belt, buckle closes. It's what I would do. Seems easier than climbing up there.
Well, they sure wanted him to stay there. The polyester seems strong.
It's not merely polyester. It's steel reinforced. See these lines? This is where the wires run. I see rabbits for more than 20 strands. This makes getting him down much more problematic than I had assumed.
We are assuming dock workers from the harbor did it.
I'm still approaching this as a lynching, yes. Motivated by the ongoing strike. You?
No. You feel like it was something else. But what?
I'm gonna be Detective Hunch with this Inland Empire skill. I'm just gonna walk around not knowing what the fuck I'm doing, but I'm gonna have good hunches. I like that. I like that character. I feel like it was something else.
Yes, it often is. This bed worries me.
Can I back off?
The cadaver hangs from the cargo belt, limbs limp and torso covered in tattoos. An intricate web of blue lines stretches across the torso, from the right shoulder to the solar plexus. Each time they intersect, a small white star is formed in their crossing. Hundreds of fading asterisks riddle his skin. Their concentration is highest around his heart. His corpse is marked by stars.
Yeah, I got that, thank you. What will mine be marked by?
Alcohol and heartbreak. Your fist clenches suddenly.
It will be marked by bullet holes. It will be riddled with disco, baby!
Decay is creeping on the tattoo. Already, most of the canvas that's holding it has darkened. Now, it disintegrates slowly, letting out a stink.
Is this a national pattern?
Of no nation that I know of. If anything, it reminds me of religious illumination, last or penultimate century. Men who live harsh lives often turn to innocentic worship. But which one? I see no trace of a humanoid figure.
The pattern does not stir patriotic or religious sentiment in you. What it does is speak to the wounded, limping animal, the male in particular, unable to communicate in anything more than grunts.
That's me.
It's impossible to tell if its advice is right or wrong.
I'm missing something here.
So am I.
He takes a thin piece of milled aluminium from his coat pocket and pulls it open. Sounds like a sword being unsheathed. A small lens appears. Some sort of camera.
What's that?
A Trigat Sunshine. Mini.
Of course he answers exactly what the model is. Not just a camera.
Shit, Kuno! What the fuck is that?
An instant color camera.
Mm-hmm.
This is the first time he openly acknowledges the kid's existence.
I have only 2 ampoules, so nobody move. I don't want to waste one.
A sound, a shrill flash, followed by the breaking of a
cool.
small ampoule of glass. You see streams of color pour onto the thick, glossy piece of paper, rolling out.
In case we need it.
The more I see Kim's face, the more I like this profile picture. Against the moon, he looks like an idol, like a religious idol. My fiance pointed that out to me, and I think I agree. This blotch I've been wondering about for a while now. I guess it doesn't mean anything. It's just I just noticed that might be a blotch, not just. Because at first I thought it was just shadow. But from what, right? Cool machine.
Yes, it is pretty cool, isn't it?
What do we need this photo for?
It contains insight to the victim's person. By his build, I'd say this was a man of physical violence. The story he wanted his body to tell was important to him. It is his letter. To us. Someone should decipher it. We'll need to show it around.
Can I have it? I should look at it later without the corpse smell.
Sure. Just don't lose it.
The glossy-eyed corpse looks by, his mouth mute and his skin as colorful as the chemical rainbow on the photo paper, teeming with opportunistic organisms. Dark brown hair grows on his head. His face is ready to explode from the organic processes inside. The death's head grin has passed. What remains is an unrecognizable mess.
The death's head grin, that's mine.
Underneath the curdled meat there is an expression, not carried on his features, but below, inside, an expression of pleasure. This man was experiencing joy at the moment of his death.
What the fuck? Who are you, dead man?
I'm gone.
Wow. I didn't expect an answer. Not like this anyway, not this kind of answer. I can see you're gone, but who are you?
I'm a joke. Look at me.
There's nothing funny about you.
There is nothing funny about jokes either.
Debatable. Who were you when you were alive?
A killer. A motherfucker. And a killer. Takes one to know one.
Am I a killer? I have another question for you.
Go ahead, Coppo.
Where have you gone?
Into the wild pale yonder.
So where's that?
In the past. Way out in the west.
What's happening?
What do you mean?
I'm talking to you.
It's the power of your...
Oh god.
imagination.
Yeah, man! Don't be crazy! Inanimate objects and dead people can't really talk to you! Your wild imagination is doing this. Ask some more of those questions you love so much.
He loves those.
Why do I love questions so much?
Because you're a copperoonie. Look at all of them go. Do you want more questions?
I'm a macaroni. Yeah. Give me a comical amount of questions.
Coming right up. Copperoonie Rooney. This is getting upbeat now.
Is my name Rooney?
Fuck no. You're no Rooney.
No, of course not. The name is Raphael Ambrosius Cousteau, as we've previously established.
Listen to yourself. You're not a Raphael anything. You're probably just Harry or something. That's right. Harry.
No. It can't be Harry. I refuse.
Good for you.
Why do I feel like I've forgotten something terrible?
Because you have.
Well, also the tape machine in my room. I obviously was listening to something and tore it all out. So I must have heard something I didn't like. For sure. Who killed you?
Love did me in, Revachol. It was love all along.
Well, I presume I'm not going to get any actual... If this is my imagination talking to me, I presume I'm not going to get any answers that I don't know. But I have lost my memories. So maybe there is something I don't know that I could get out of my mind, I suppose. Can you ask me a question?
Sure, Lobo. I can ask you a question. Why are you doing this?
What?
Looking at my face, motionless, looking into my eyes, standing here. Why are you investigating my murder?
I don't have anything else to do. This case is all I have.
I am all you have. Then you truly lost it all, brother. Let the world drag it all away from you. And what it left, you pissed away. And here we are.
Why were you feeling pleasure when you died?
Maybe I was getting my rocks off.
So, you were feeling sexual arousal when they were hanging you?
Do I look like an erotic auto-asphyxiation type to you?
No.
Captain Copperdromo, I fear we are drifting away, fixating on sexuality again. Let's go with a simpler question.
Captain Copperdromo. I like that name. I hate you. You stink and you're boring.
Do I remind you of someone?
What? Well... yeah.
There you go. Look at that bright kid. We're birds of a feather, you and I. Soon you will be just like me. Just keep drinking and having a good time. It's a matter of weeks.
Feeling nausea, vomiting, tenderness or pain around the liver area, tiny red lines on the skin above waist level, more like days, Coppo. The clock is ticking. Your liver tells you so.
Enough!
Come back later, Coppo. Amuse yourself with my frank manners and my memento mori features. If possible, also, see me in your dreams.
He didn't say... Oh, this is all just... okay. I have something I need to know, Corpse Man.
Of course. You have
no, I don't.
Back later, Corpo.
As you narrow your eyes, the monster before you blurs into a violent mess of green and pink.
You know what? I like this Corpse Man more than I like the guy behind the bar, the thrice bartender.
Only the lower extremities are pink with a dash of blue. His fatted hands, thighs, and his neck, just above the noose. The rest of the corpse appears dark green, in the cold spring air.
I'm squinting, Kim. Why am I doing it?
How should I know why you are squinting, officer?
I'm gonna squint harder. His face and hands are pink. Thighs too. The rest is greenish.
Oh. You are trying to assess lividity.
No?
The monster comes back into focus, an explosion of color, coursing with dark marbled veins. His stomach appears pregnant with something. Black liquid streams down his thigh and onto his boot.
So, what do you think?
He's beaten up.
The delinquents have made our jobs harder with their little sport.
Stop talking in riddles, coin slot.
It means you fucked him up good, Kuno. Fucked him up brutal like.
Something's coming out of
The
it.
pool of blood and feces has eaten into the frozen mud below the man's feet. Purge liquid is dripping into it, drop by drop.
The victim appears to have contained no more than half a kilogram of digestion at the time of death.
The fuck he's saying?
Talking about shit.
We got lucky.
Did we? I don't feel lucky.
That could have been worse. I don't know what to think. What do you think?
I think he was upright immediately after death. Blood has gathered in his hands and feet, and his neck. The noose acted like a tourniquet, keeping the blood in his head. The hypostasis here is in tune with the hanging. That's what I think.
So, I'll be honest, the descriptions of everything here hit a certain spot with me, because it reminds me of things I've actually seen. Not a hanged man, by any means. I've just experienced dead bodies in my work. I work in medical profession. One of which was actually leaking, the way they're mentioning here, and it brings back smells and everything. When you read things like this. Could it still be he was moved after death?
There's always a chance. We should check for ligament marks on his neck to see if they're in tune with the belt. We'll have to get him down first.
But there is no breath to catch. Only the cadaver filling the air and your nostrils. He slowly rotates before you, decomposing.
It's actually disgusting. How do we get him down?
Are you sure we finished the preliminary examination of the cadaver? We might miss some of these things once he's done.
The cadaver slowly twists on the cargo belt, his torso covered in tattoos, and extremities blotched pink and blue.
Yeah, let's get him down.
The steel-reinforced belt presents a unique challenge. I brought chain cutters, but I don't see a good angle of approach to the belt. The cadaver is a good 1.2 meters up. Neither one of us can reach the belt.
Always so
without
specific.
assistance. And even if we do, there's the question of cutting it.
We could saw the branch.
Climb up there and saw the branch?
Yeah. Either one of us could do it. We could use the kid's ladder on the side of the tree.
I don't trust that ladder. The assailants didn't use it. It's rotten and less sturdy than it looks. And I don't see another good way up there. Honestly, I prefer a non-acrobatic solution to this.
Why?
Clown cops climb tree, fall down. Enraged cop assaults children after falling from tree. Cretin cop, they like that word, saws the branch he's sitting on. Literally. Local children report corpse mutilation.
Fuck yeah, climb that shit, monkeys.
See, you're only making them do those things less.
Can you see into the future, Kim?
No, I do not see the future. I made those up using 2 decades in the Revacholian police force as a reference point.
Well, look, I'm not afraid of newspapers. We should not be afraid of the Gazette, Kim.
Oh no. We should be very afraid of newspapers. And the radio stations too. We should be wary of enticing them in any way.
This is years of experience talking. He's seen career after career ruined by careless media strategies.
You're right. Of course.
Yes, we should use acrobatics as the very last option, after we've tried everything normal.
Oh, these have got to be the most fucking boring multiparts I've ever seen.
It's funny to hear someone non-Finnish try to speak Finnish. Can't someone else do it?
Someone else? You mean like the police?
You have a point there.
Sadly, yes. The whole RCM is out there right now, doing the exact same thing we are. Are we in a rush to help them? Not with this on our hands. I know it's hard, but I assure you, the others won't come to help us. And we have a growing sanitary concern here. We need to get him down, fast.
Well, maybe we can ask for help from the Arbor?
I was really hoping we wouldn't. The Union appear to be suspect in this case. It seems like a dangerous route to go down.
Confirmed. It's unsafe.
Yeah, let's reconsider.
But what other options? The corpse twists on the belt, like chicken on a skewer.
Maybe we could shoot him down.
Yeah! Bang bang time, pig! Shoot his head off!
How?
Just shoot the belt.
That's not how physics work. It will maybe cut one thread loose.
I've seen Western movies, Kim. I think I am the authority on this one.
Yeah, now we're talking. Entertain a Kuno with some shit.
They'll miss! The pigs will miss Kuno!
The lieutenant is undecided. On one hand, he wants to shoot some gun. On the other, it's an awfully stupid idea.
I like him. Well, let me try
The
then.
lieutenant's brow is furrowed. He appears too deep in concentration to even notice what you said.
Take the shot. What's the worst thing that could happen?
I'll blow his head off.
Take it! Take the shot!
Yeah, take the shot. Kuno wants some of that shit.
Silence. With his elbow sharp,
He's
the
doing it.
lieutenant unzips his jacket and produces a lightweight firearm. He drops a paper cartridge in the barrel, separates the scouring stick, and gives the cartridge 5 tucks. He then steps back and assumes the fellow's desk position, taking aim. The corner of his eye twitches. His finger is on the trigger.
Easy does it, partner.
He's gonna fucking miss!
The kid's voice is drowned in a shrill blast that echoes off the walls of the surrounding tenements. A cloud of smoke slowly parts in the air as the lieutenant steps back and says to himself,
God damn it.
He feels bad about it. About his eyes mostly. Just having bad eyesight. Probably from a young age. Whatever you do not console him.
Fucking idiot! Mookabat asshole!
Kuno could have hit it easy, but then Kuno's not fucking handicapped, is he?
Try again, maybe.
No, we are lucky as it is. We didn't break anything, and the victim remains uncompromised. Any more mistakes could put us in an unfortunate position with the locals. We have eyes on us. I didn't do us any favors with that.
What now?
I have to say, it's beginning to look unlikely we can get him down without assistance.
Yeah, well, let's commit to the help then. Or I can try to shoot him down.
It's bad as it is, us shooting firearms like punks here. Go ahead, I'm not stopping you. Just don't hit the victim.
I'm gonna need your gun.
They only have one gun!
Oops.
This is the sorriest pair of pigs Kuno's ever seen.
Officer, why do we only have one gun?
I'm gonna say nothing. Just gonna hope he picks up on it.
The lieutenant follows suit. He finishes loading the gun in silence, then hands it to you.
I feel so sorry for Kim having put up with me.
Yeah, take it, you fucking banani poika! Take it and shoot yourself in the mouth!
I'm a real banani poika. Regular old banani poika. Well, look. I gotta feel the weight.
The cold piece of bakelite and gunmetal is surprisingly light. Your fingers fit right through the guard, instinctively resting on the trigger.
The fuck are you waiting for, Kuno? Tell him to shoot himself in the mouth.
Kuno is silent. Aggression gathers in the air. The trigger feels delicate and ready to break under your finger.
Kuno's been through some shit.
The buckle comes into focus in your sights. You stand with your feet planted firmly in the ground and your left hand supporting your gun arm.
Why don't you just shoot yourself in your mouth? At least you won't miss.
What if I close my left eye? Oh my god, I can point it at her? Wow.
Your field of view narrows. The branch slowly moves, becoming entirely two-dimensional.
I look so fucking stupid with those gloves.
Glimmers, catching the noon light as the corpse slowly rotates.
Look, he's crying. You gonna cry now, fucking faggoty?
Uh-huh.
Or what? You gonna
Shut up.
fuck me? You wanna fuck me, pig? Is that what this is about?
Fuck it. Oh!
A plume of smoke erupts from the barrel. Your hand goes numb from the explosion. With your ears still ringing, you missed the belt, but hit the corpse straight in the chest. Bits of ribcage protrude from the skin. No blood, only a murky sludge dripping down his belly. The sudden stink makes your eyes water.
That's morbid.
Oh my god, he's gonna fucking cry. I knew it. What a mulko.
I'm gonna cry.
It feels dry. Nothing comes out of you as you stretch and bend your face into a crying shape. You're too furious to cry, apparently.
I don't want to throw the gun in the mud, or do I? No.
The lieutenant watches you jerk some tears, your shoulders shaking and your eyes dry. The gun begins to slip from your fingers.
You malota. The can't even cry.
The lieutenant gently picks his gun from your hand and holsters it.
We still need to get him down somehow. By asking the harbor for help. They have the tools and the men. If they put him up there, they can take him down too. To ask the suspects for help with the victim's body? To be indebted to Revachol? Very much, yes. Which is why I would have preferred us to handle this ourselves. Clearly we can't.
Suck my dick, bitches.
You don't have one.
The leader of the Union. A dangerous and corrupt man, from what I hear. You don't want to owe him much.
Yeah? Don't go being someone else's bitches. You're Kuno's bitches.
From the gates, by negotiating or fighting. I'm unenthusiastic about fighting. Or we can try to find some secret third path. It's unlikely though.
To the gates. Let's fight, I say.
You would, wouldn't you? Mr. Cylinder Head Man?